Hello and welcome to Unapologetically Just Me TV with your good sis. And on today's episode, we're going to do our first installment of Let Me Talk My Ish podcast, a podcast that I've made where we're just going to be talking about celeb drama that have been on the blogs, okay? And this depending honestly, like this could be a daily thing, a weekly thing, whatever. It actually depends on what type of celebrity drama we're getting, and also like if it's something interesting to me, because I'm not going to bring y'all just everything. I'm going to bring y'all interesting topics that will lead into a discussion, okay? Because that's the type, or just funny wackadoo stuff that we're like, oh my god, we cannot believe this is in the news, okay, girl? So if any of that is what you're into, continue watching this video. I have 6 topics to talk to you guys about. I'm not going to ramble on, so let's get on with this video. As always, thank you for watching this video. But if you want to help this channel thrive, I'd appreciate it if you would like this video, comment down below, hit the subscribe button, and also the bell notifications so you can know the next time that I upload a video. Thank you and enjoy the video. The first thing I wanted to talk about was we found out Rihanna is pregnant. We all kind of guessed that she was, but now we have the confirmation that yes, she is pregnant with A$AP Rocky's baby. Now, me and maybe some of y'all kind of share the same beliefs that maybe she could have chose a better man, but this is the man she done got pregnant with. And, you know, if he makes her happy, good for her. But I actually wanted to talk about this because I wanted to just talk about her fashion. Girl, she is dragging some of y'all pregnant girls in these streets, honey, with her fashion. She looking good. She is showing y'all that you can be sexy and pregnant, okay? You don't have to wear those, like, conservative maternity clothes. You can wear sexy pieces, honey. Girl, if some of your clothes that you had pre-pregnancy still fit you, go pull it out and put it on, girl. She is showing you could be sexy and pregnant. I love it. Listen, like I really f's with this because I know that if I ever got pregnant, it would be kind of the same thing. Y'all would never see me in a full top. Like, it's just stomach out and everything. I need you to know that I'm pregnant because it's just, you know, it's like the miracle of life. Yo, you better show your baby out before your baby is even born, is what I like to say. Y'all gonna know. And I just love it, especially that black top that she had on that had the strings in the middle. You know what I mean? You saw a little bit of cleavage and you saw her belly. That was cute. I would wear that. I'm just loving her fashion. And I had a feeling, you know, she was always my favorite part of the Met Gala. She was always my favorite part of the Met Gala because every time she came in, she was dragging these hoes, okay? Making these hoes look at they stylist like, look what you did to me, girl. Look at her. Look at me. You see that? You know what I mean? So I had a feeling that if she ever got pregnant, she would show out because she's always showing out, honey. So I really wanted to bring this up because I just wanted to talk about how good she is dressing while pregnant. You know what I mean? And I'm really happy for her. You know, when you see her with that little girl, I don't know if that's her like niece. I'm not too sure. I knew it like a couple days ago. Now I'm like, that's her niece, or yeah, I think that's her niece. She like loves on that little kid and everything like that. So we already knew that she was going to be a good mom. So I'm really excited for her. And I can't wait I can't wait to see more of her fashion, and I can't wait to see this little bundle of joy when it's born. And I'm also really curious about what baby name she's going to choose. Hopefully it's not Wolf, because that's the popular name right now. So hopefully she does not choose Wolf in anywhere in that first or middle name, okay? But anywho, let's move on to this Nick Cannon issue right here. So Nick Cannon got some vending machines full of free condoms from Kevin Hart. Lord knows he does need it, you know? And I really wanted to talk about this because I didn't really want to talk about like the whole vending machine issue, which is like, it's funny. It's what a lot of these guys do. I forgot who, I don't know if it was like Dwayne Wade or somebody had like given like Kevin Hart like a while ago, like a baby's jersey and stuff. So it's what they do. So it's just jokes at heart. But the reason I wanted to bring this up is because I wanted to talk about this Nick Cannon drama issues I have with it. Because my thing about it is he's going around impregnating these women. It's such a male chauvinistic thing, to where it's like, I have to leave all of my offsprings in this world so my legacy lives on. And I just feel like what he doesn't realize is he's creating broken homes. He's creating broken relationships within his families. Because I feel like, here's the thing, you're not in all of your children's lives. I don't care what he says. I don't care how he spins it. You are not in all of your children's lives. And the more children you have, first of all, the more harder it is for you to maintain relationships with all of them. Like, I feel like a lot of times you see a lot of these kids, even kids who grew up in same parent households, they have the same mom and dad. Because their moms had a lot of children, they weren't able to develop, they didn't have strong relationships with like one or both of their parents because of that. So I'm saying those people, their parents live under the same roof. You got like what? 6, 7, 13 baby mamas right now. That's a bunch of homes right there that I just know you are not there for all of those kids. So what is the point of this? Like, it makes me so mad that he keeps doing this. You're being reckless, and don't blame your disease on this. Like, don't blame lupus for this, because my thing about it is, what is this supposed to do? Like, what is this? This doesn't help the children, because again, there will be moments in a child's life where you want your dad there. I don't care. Like, there is so many moments. Like, I feel like one of the biggest things about having a dad is that your dad is there to protect you. That's great. There will be a moment when one of those kids is scared of lightning and they want their dad, but guess what? They can't call their dad because either their dad is in another house with one of his other baby mamas, or his dad is on tour and stuff like that. Like, I feel like people like LeBron James, who only got 3 kids, is having hard times, being a good dad to all of them because he got to go play basketball. So I'm like, just wonder how these kids are going to grow up. And it just makes me so mad that he's being reckless and nobody is really talking about it. He's making jokes about it. His friends are making jokes about it when this is not a funny issue. Stop having these children. It's not cute. It's not funny. Take that condom, use it. And I'm like, listen, I haven't heard no Forbes magazines, no other places saying that you're a billionaire. So I'm just wondering how you're going to pay for all of these child support. And I just feel like these women are just dumb. So you just gonna open up your coochie for this man to shoot up your club for what reason? What are you getting out of this? Is just, I don't get it. Like, not just these women, but any woman who just wants to get pregnant to get a check. You got to take care of that baby for 18 years, right? Because no baby means no child support, no taking care of it. And for most of these cases, including this Nick Cannon thing, he's not going to wife you up. He's not going to make you his wife. This doesn't even seem like it's like a relationship thing. It doesn't seem like it's giving me like Michael Jackson and Debbie situation, where it's like you just opened up your womb for him to impregnate you so he can become a father. It's not because y'all love each other or because y'all want to be a family. It's because he wanted a kid and you gave him that. Or maybe you wanted a kid and he gave you that. I just don't understand the point of it. Y'all are just creating broken homes. These kids will never have a great relationship with their fathers because he's not going to be there. And I want to ask, when it comes to his twins that he had first, how much were you in those kids' life before you started having all of these children? How much were you in those kids' life? Were you there all the time? Because it's cute to say, oh, I was at my kid's little league game and I was there for this, that, and the third. But my thing about it is, if you have to be there for everything. It doesn't matter if those kids are financially sound and they don't have to worry about something, or that you came to the little league game. It matters the little stuff. Like, when those kids need you the most, will you be there for the daddy-daughter donut, like, those little things that, they had at school where your dad will come about and you would have like lunch with them or something like that? Will you be able to come for that and stuff? Because he has to work 10 times more because he got to provide for all these kids. I just don't get it. And I want him to take that turban off because you're not woke. One, I think it's just coinky-dink that all of the women that he's had kids with are all looking the same. You've all had children with with either like racially ambiguous women or non-black women. So let's start there. How you were with a black woman, but you weren't there for her, like when she was going through the, I don't want to say the A word, she said, no, it wasn't the A word, it was like a miscarriage she had and stuff like that. He wasn't there because he was with the second baby mama that he had with, and it's just like, so I just think it's quinky dink that you're impregnating all these women, but they all look the same. So take that turban off because you're not woke. I feel like if some of y'all have listened to his podcast, you will see just how just how dumb he is. He's a fake woke person, okay? Fake woke. Him and Thandi, y'all are all fake woke, and I hate this whole thing. So take the turban off. And I also think it's like so crazy. Like even when he was talking about like the type of girls he wants for his wildin' out, it's giving colorist vibes. Like it's just say that. You know what I mean? So I hate when he sits here and just like him or Puff Daddy or all these other men want to sit here and talk about black excellence and everything like that when that's not what you preach. It's not, you preach it, but you don't do it. Your actions speak louder than your words. So I just need him to to either get that vasectomy that he needs to get, use condoms, I don't know what you do, stop making broken homes, and stop acting like you're woke or you're into black culture, because the women that you keep having babies with, and I'm really scared to say this because I feel like he's going to do the exact same thing that Michael B. Jordan did with his, which is, now that we're all talking about how he's not with a black woman, he's going to end up impregnating a black girl to be like, see, I do black girls, when it's not that. It's just you're trying to do that so that we won't keep saying that. I'm just sick of this. You're not doing anything intelligent, and stop with this. And that's all I got to say about Nick Cannon. Moving on to the next topic. Dababy. Girl, none of us was surprised, honey, when we saw this, but we thought you was at least a little smarter with your money, but I guess you're not. So recently, Dababy got in a fight with Danny Lay, which is his third baby mama. I think it's his third baby mama, brother, at a bowling alley. Well, I really wouldn't call it a fight because to me, it looked like a jumping, because it was just like Danny Lay's brother like came close to him, and then like he threw the first punch, he did, from the video that I saw, and then after that, like the people around him, it seemed like his security and just the people around him just then started beating on him. I was like trying to figure out where Dababy was, but it seemed like he like threw the first punch and then he was like nowhere else to be found. I don't know, there was just so many people in like in that area that you can't even see anything. So he might have been in there, but did you see that one guy? I think that was his like security, like just like holding up Danny Lay's brother by his like hair. I was like, oof, just the disrespect. It was crazy. I wasn't surprised. This is the same man who like hit a girl. Same man who like brags about a self-defense crime. Like he says it was like in self-defense. This is alleged. I don't really know because I don't really like know anything about Dababy and I don't care to know anything. But I could have sworn allegedly like he like killed somebody and it was like in self-defense, but now he's like bragging about it, and I'm just like, who brags about that? Like who brags about that? He does. This man does. So I feel like we all knew that he wasn't nothing. He ain't ish, and we're just being proved that. And I feel like I was watching this video with Alexander Rogers and Chris, and like I don't know which one of them said it, but one of them was like, he's just another version of Little Boosie, and I'm like, he sure is. Like he really is. You're just turning into Little Boosie, where it's like nobody really cares about you. You're probably not going to be making any money, really, honestly, but because you're a black man spewing hate, and like homophobia and probably colorism, stuff like that, you're gonna have people backing you up for that, and so you'll still somewhat be here, but nobody's gonna care about you because you're washed up, is I feel like how his career is going to end. And now there's allegedly a lawsuit. They're saying that Danny Lay's brother is suing him, for that. And I'm just like, see, I'm telling you, I don't get some of these celebrities, him and Jason Derulo. I just don't get y'all. Like, I wouldn't, like, I don't care. Like, once I'm making money, like straight money, I feel like you could say anything to me, I'm not going to do anything about it. I'm more worried about my money continuing than me being mad because you said this, that, and the third. It's just how I feel about it, And I'm like, now look at you. What if this dude wins? Now you're giving money to somebody you don't like. And that's one of the worst things. I would never give money to somebody I don't like, And Danny Lake's brother made a video talking about the incident, but I didn't watch it because he just kept saying the N-word. And I'm like 100%, I'm pretty sure he not black. So I just couldn't watch that because we're not going to sit here and start it. Like, no. Like, I clicked off. Like, I was like watching 5 seconds of it because I just wanted to know, I was curious. And then he just kept saying N-words, and I just had to click off because I was like, I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this with you, sir. No, it's not what we're doing. I'm not watching this. No. But yeah, that was crazy. I mean, there's nothing really to say about it. It was a fight. There's allegedly a lawsuit. Like, we're not surprised. This seems like the area that he's going to. I feel like every time we get a new rapper or there's a rapper in, you always think he might be different. You always think he's not going to be like the rest, is he? And then he turns out the rest, and it's just like, and sometimes it just doesn't even matter about if he's a good rapper or not, because all you're hearing is the drama. All you're seeing is the ignorance. So it's like, what? I'm not going to take the time to invest in you. And that's what I really don't like about certain celebrities, where I feel like they jeopardize their career by just making it all about their own selfishness and their dramas and their greed and everything like that. You know what I mean? Because I mean, like, look at what happened with the stuff that he was talking about with that he was talking about at that one concert show he did, that show he did. I'm just like, that cost him some festivals he was doing. I don't know if he got those festivals back, but that cost him festivals. Like, I'm just like, you're letting your own personal things jeopardize your bag. And I would just never do that. So we're going to see what happens with this lawsuit, if it goes anywhere. From the article I read, this is all from articles, so don't say it's not my word. It's from the articles I'm reading. Right now, it's allegedly, it might change, and this might turn out to be an actual lawsuit, and we'll see, honey, because in the end of the day, Dababy threw the first punch. We all saw that. So if this man wants to claim anything he wants, he can do that, because in the end of the day, Dababy threw the first punch, and we're going to leave it at that. Moving on to the next one. The next thing I wanted to talk about is about two celebrities who are going through the same thing, but not with each other. It's like totally separate, but it's basically the same thing, where it's basically Van Jones and Anderson Cooper, both separately, not together, but with other people, welcomed children with people that they're saying they're not together with, and they're just co-parenting with that other person, and this is just their friend. And it's the weirdest thing for me, honestly, when I keep seeing like how this world is changing, and like how nobody really cares about marriage and relationships and like intimacy or like anything of that, and they're just having babies with anybody for like just because they wanted a baby. I just don't get it, because it's like, it's not like y'all are together, you know what I mean? It's just weird. Like, it's like, why would you, with the Van Jones thing, it's like, so you just decided one day that you was gonna have a baby with your friend? That's why I feel like, let's be honest, I don't feel like it's what you're telling me. I don't feel like it's just because this person's a close friend of yours, or because y'all have history and y'all just decided to have a baby with it, and it's all platonic and this, that. Just say y'all are together, but y'all don't want to make it like an exclusive thing, or y'all don't want to publicly make it like a thing, so that, when we find out that there's some infidelity up in there, we're not going to say nothing, or it's like a secret marriage or something, because it just doesn't make sense. That just doesn't make sense. Like, it does not make sense to have a baby with somebody that you're not with. I can understand you having a baby with like your boyfriend or having a baby with your ex, because he had your first baby, so you want all your babies like to be by the same nigga. But that's not it for these situations. They're just saying these are friends and they're just gonna have baby. Why? You know what I mean? It just doesn't make sense. Because I feel like when I think about it, maybe it's the selfish part of me, but I know that like once I have a child, I don't want to have to like I want to make my own decisions for my kid. I don't want to have somebody else there like having power to make choices on that. So my thing is, if they just wanted to have a baby, like the Naomi Campbell thing, if you just wanted to have your own little baby and that's your baby, I can understand that, where you're not in a relationship. But sitting here and having these babies and then co-parenting with just a friend, like that just don't make sense. That's why I feel like there's something more to it. Is this your husband? Is this your wife? Is this your ex-lover? Like, is this, I mean, not your ex-lover, but like your present day lover, and you just don't want us to know, and y'all had a baby together, so y'all just gonna sit here and say, oh, it's just my friend that I had a baby with? Is it that? And y'all just don't want to tell us? Because it just doesn't make sense, it just doesn't make sense to sit here and have a baby with just a friend. Like what? No, it just made no sense to me. And I was hella confused, creeped out, and just, huh? Like this was literally me throughout the whole time that I was reading the Van Jones one and when I was reading the Anderson Cooper one. I was just like, huh? What? Had a baby? And I guess they can do that because they have money. So it's very easy to just call up a babysitter and stuff like that and have it handled. But it just doesn't make sense to me. It's like, what? Why not just have the baby by yourself? Like, why? What's the point of the co-parenting? Like, I just don't get it. Like, what? Because I feel like it would be confusing for the child. Because I feel like I would think about it. I would be looking at y'all like, so are y'all together? Are y'all a family? Because I feel like in every child's life, like you want like it's great when your parents are together and everything like that. So it's gonna be confusing the child. It would just have been better if y'all just had babies by yourselves than just being like, okay, so I'm daddy number one and that's daddy number two, and you're just gonna go in between houses and we're just friends, and we just wanted to have a baby together. Oh well, that's it. So go to daddy, bye. Like it's just weird. It's like, what what's the point of this? I'm sorry. Like I don't have nothing to like add to this conversation because it was just weird for me. Like I just feel like there's more to it. It's not just, oh, we just are friends that decided to have a baby together. No, there's more to it. I just don't believe people are just like, you want to have a baby? Sure, I would like to have a baby. Let's go have a baby and let's just co-parent it. And because I feel like you see people today who are not in relationship with each other, or they might not have been in relationship together for a while, but they had a baby together, and even they have a hard time co-parenting. You can't tell me that that in both of these situations that you guys have such a great relationships with these other people that you have no troubles at all. There's no problems at all with co-parent. Having a child can really start a argument because you got to think about religion, what type of religion you're going to add, and if there's going to be religion, you got to think about schooling. There's going to be times when your kid goes through stuff and you got to like go through that. There's a lot of controversial things that goes into parenting somebody, what you expose your child to, that can really start discussion, that can really start an argument. So y'all just are perfect. Y'all have a utopia with y'all friends to where it's like y'all have no type of issue. And I'm like, with the Anderson Cooper thing, if that's your ex, there must have been issues to where y'all ain't together anymore. So y'all just got over those issues. You and your ex, y'all don't argue about that no more, that y'all can do this. Okay, whatever y'all want to say. Whatever. I don't believe it. It's weird for me. It's weird. It'd be weird. Listen, there's scenarios where it makes sense. You just want to have a baby by yourself. Fine. You had a baby with your ex because you wanted it you wanted all your kids to be by the same person. Fine, I'll say that. Fine. This is your secret lover, but you don't want to tell people about it. I can understand that too, girl. But what is it? Because it just doesn't make sense to just one day be like, sure, you want to co-parent and have another baby? Sure. You want to, or like in Van Jones' situation where it's like, you want to have a baby together? Just want to have a baby together? Okay. It's crazy. I don't know what this is. This is just weird for me, but whatever. Let's move on to this Billie Eilish and Kanye drama. So, so basically, what I'm getting from this whole situation is that one of these blogs made a post that was basically saying that, like, Billie said, I'm going to make sure that something happened with a fan, that's true. Something did happen with her fans, and she was checking up on her fans. But what the blog is speculating is saying that somebody there heard her say, I'm going to make sure that my fans are okay before I continue on, or some variation of that. I haven't read that blog post in a while, and I don't feel like bringing it up. And so from that, I guess Kanye read that and got mad, and then now wants to go on his social medias and say that Billie has to apologize, or he's not doing Coachella and everything like that. And I'm just like, who cares? Don't do Coachella. That's not my money. I'm sorry. Okay, don't do it. That hurts you more than it hurts her. What's that gonna do for her? First of all, she's not in the same genre as you, so it's not like, she has to she has to be on your good graces or something. She's not in the same genre as you. She's not on your label. Seems like everybody's leaving your label, honey. She's not on your label or something like that too, where she has to get on your good graces or something. So in the end of the day, if you don't do Coachella, it's not like because she's headlining and he's headlining, which really confused me, because I thought she took his place. Like, he was supposed to headline, but something happened, and so she took over for him, and now she's headlining. But I guess they're both doing Coachella together. I guess, I don't know. And so basically, from that, she don't need you. You're not like the other, like, musicians that are doing Coachella that day with her. If that makes sense. I don't know if I'm confusing guys, but you know what I mean. So that hurts only you. So if you don't want to do it, don't do it. And I just think it's weird. Listen, what I gotta say is, do I feel like she said that? Yes. Listen, after the whole Charlie Puth thing, I really do feel like she's kind of a bitch, and she would say that. I don't know if I'm not saying that she said it because of Travis. I think it's a normal thing to say. Like, I feel like, why is that a big issue if she said that? Like, that's a normal thing to say. I'm going to make sure that my fans are okay before I keep going. That's a normal thing to say. I would say that. Like, yeah, I'm going to make sure y'all, I don't care about all of this. I'm going to make sure you guys are good before I continue on singing. That's a normal thing to say. It's not like she said, I'm going to make sure that I keep going, unlike Travis. No, that's not what they're alleging that she said. They're just saying that she said, I'm going to make sure my fans are okay before I keep going. That's a normal thing to say. So I do think that she said that because that's a normal thing to say. You know what I mean? And nobody knows. Just because she said that does not mean that she said that in the context of Travis. It doesn't mean that she was saying that to be shady towards Travis. She just might have said it to say it, So I feel like, why is that a big issue? Y'all are making it seem like she said it because of Travis. Y'all are speculating that. Y'all don't know what was coming through her head if she actually said it, because she's saying she didn't say it. So we got to say allegedly if she said it, but I feel like she might have said it. And I feel like, listen, after the whole Charlie Puth thing, which really, listen, I like Billie Eilish, okay? I'm going to tell you that. I like her music. I like her. But after the whole Charlie Puth thing, I feel like that's something she would say. Like, I really do feel like she's kind of a bitch, so that she would say that, Because I feel like the whole Charlie Puth thing was just her being a bitch for no reason. So I feel like she said this, because that seems like something she would say, So, yeah, I just didn't like that whole Charlie Puth thing, because I said, you're acting that way for no reason, and I just didn't like that. And I usually like her, and her personality, but at that moment, and so I feel like after that situation, I feel like she said that. And I feel like it's not out of range for that she might have been saying that because of the whole Travis thing. It's not out of, like, realm of reality that she might have, but who cares? Who cares? Why is that a 40-year-old man's issue? Because ain't he in his 40s? This girl is 20. You're in your 40s. Why do you care if she said that? Are you Travis? Are you paying Travis's bill? Are you in charge of Travis? Are you Travis's daddy? Why do you care if she said this or if she didn't say that? Why would she have to apologize to you? What is it? You have the biggest ego of my. First of all, go worry about what's happening with your family instead of this. Stop. Worry more about your mental health and getting through that rather than worrying about what this young girl is saying. Like, I just think it's so crazy that this 40-year-old man is so hopped up on if this girl said that. And why would she apologize? Why does she not need to apologize? The only person who needs to apologize is Travis and maybe Drake when it comes to what happened in that festival. Okay, baby? Okay? The only people who need apologies is those families that lost lives or those people who went to that concert and went through anything traumatic. Those are the people who need to apologize. This is just stupid and you got bigger things to worry about than what a 20-year-old girl said. That's all I got to feel about it. That's all I feel about this situation, and it's so annoying. I just personally, this is the only Kanye thing I'm ever going to talk about because I will not talk about Kanye. Kanye gets on my last nerves. And I don't know if he's been acting this way because he's bipolar, because he lost his mom, or because he got with the Kardashians, or because he lost himself somewhere in there. But this, I would hope to think that this wasn't the Kanye that people were first introduced to. I don't know, because I'm not really that into like hip hop or something like that, so I wouldn't really know what type of Kanye y'all got, but I would hope this isn't the Kanye you got. But this is just terrible. Like, this is so stupid. You're going through a divorce right now. You're going through custody issues right now. Worry about that and not what this girl said. And that's just what I gotta say about it. Worry about your own stuff, girl. But he learned this is like the same thing with the whole like Chloe and Jordan situation. It's like, why are you so hopped up on what the young girl did? Worry about your own stuff. Worry about what's happening in your relationship and your family and everything. Worry about that. That's what's more important. Not about this young girl and everything like that. It's crazy. Worry about preparing for Coachella. Don't worry about if she said this or she didn't say it. Like, I think it's so stupid. When I saw it, I rolled my eyes because I was like, you're 40. You're like twice her age, right? You know that you're stupid for this, right? You know that who cares? You know what I mean? Who cares? Because again, it was never proven that she said it. It's never, because she said she didn't say it. She said she didn't say it. I would never have even replied to him. I wouldn't have given him my last breath because who cares? This is something stupid, But girl, Kanye gonna keep doing what he gonna do. But y'all, listen, y'all don't ever ask me to do anything about Kanye because I don't want to talk about Kanye or anything like that, or even Dababy. I don't want to talk about these people because these people are just ignorant and they get on my last nerves and they're going to keep doing stuff. And listen, Kanye learned some valuable things from being a part of the Kardashians about how to manipulate the media and be in the attention, be the center of attention 24/7 and everything like that. So he learned from the best. So he gonna keep doing this, and it's so annoying because it's like, can you get off of my television screen? Can you get off of my timeline and stuff like I don't care what you're doing. Like, stop. Worry about your mental health. Get your mental health in order and not about what this young girl is doing. And that's all I got to say about this situation. Let's move on to our last topic for this episode. Listen, when it comes to this Thandi Newton situation, I'm not going to spend a lot of time getting into this because this is like the type of thing that I would spend hours just ranting about. And I'm happy that I did this like a couple of like days/weeks after the situation because I just know when I first heard it, I was like so irritated. So irritated. So we're going to keep this sweet. So Thandi was doing, I guess, an interview or something. And she then just went on this whole thing where she just was apologizing for getting all of these roles and everything like that, and her, I guess, light skin privilege, her like light skinnedness of it all. And my thing is, let me tell you something. When she started off, this conversation, this discussion with I'm sorry for being the chosen one, I knew that it was a hop of bull. It was a hop of I don't care. Okay? Because when she started it off with I'm sorry for being the chosen one, there is nothing intelligent, worthy of anything she could say after that. Because it was those choice of words that made it seem like, okay, so this is not a real apology. What are you doing, ma'am? What? And then she went on this whole thing talking about, I'm sorry I stole your man and everything, even though she's married to a white man. So what men are you stealing? It's like, what? And what? I'm mad, confused. Like, and this is what I'm talking about. I hate when like either like light skinned or like non-black women do this. Like they come for black women and they say this like idiotic, irritating, stupid stuff of like, I'm sorry that I took your man, or I'm sorry that I keep getting chosen for all these. Listen, you didn't steal nothing from me, baby. It wasn't made for me. And most of the time, you saying this stuff proves me right in my my thought of it's not about talent. You're not more talented than me, baby. And a lot of the times it's not even about looks. You only got this, baby, because you are light skinned or not black. That's the only reason. It's not because you're talented, not because you're pretty or nothing like that. It's because of your skin. So it doesn't matter. You didn't steal nothing from me because it was never a competition. It was never a fair one. And that's what I gotta say. This was some bull. What is this apology for, ma'am? Like, it would have been different if she was like, you know what? I'm like thinking back about this. And it would have been so much better if she just went into a conversation about how not a lot of black skinned actresses are getting roles, like stepped on the necks of like Hollywood and told them to cast more dark skinned women and stuff like that. Like if she went on that, I would be there for her. I'd be co-signing. It'd be great. But to start it off with saying I'm the chosen, what? It wasn't intelligent. It seemed like it was like a backhanded type of stuff. Like I'm apologizing, but I'm really not apologizing. And what I gotta say about this topic is what I want some of these like these light skinned or like non black women to realize, these like non dark skinned women to realize is it's not necessarily in your hands. You're not in control of this. The issue lies with Hollywood. The issue lies with the people who create these shows. The issue lies with the casting director. The issue lies with these executive producers. The issue lies with the people running these shows and movies and stuff like that. Because what you don't realize is if you don't take that role, they're just going to give it to another light skinned person. So you can sit here and apologize or say you're not going to take these roles that you think are best fit for like a dark skinned girl or like something like that. But that's not going to do anything because if you don't take it, the next person will. So I feel like the issue lies is what I wish that so many people would rather do is I want you women to come together as one, and stand up against Hollywood and step on their necks and tell them to stop doing this. You know what I mean? Or better yet, think about this. You guys start directing, like I feel like it doesn't matter who, but you guys start making shows or directing or something like that, and you put these dark skinned women in because you have power too. Or depending on what type of hold you have in Hollywood, especially if you are a white woman, you know what I mean? Or a white person or anything like that, white musician, white whatever, start saying, I'm not going to do this if you don't put a dark skinned woman in it. Do that. That would also do it. Like you have the power to do action. But sitting here and giving these fake woke apologies ain't doing nothing but making us mad. Because you didn't steal nothing from me. Don't worry about me, honey. I'm good over here. Nothing was stolen, boo-boo. Nothing was stolen. Okay? I just want you to understand that, honey. So instead of that, take actions into your own hands. Do some change. Speak out. Become an activist against this type of colorism that goes on in Hollywood, this type of racism. You know what I mean? Like when you see the accomplishments of Viola Davis and Taji P. Henson and all of these other great black actresses and what they have either accomplished or how good their acting is, but you don't see them in the same roles as Meryl Streep and all these other people, or you don't see them getting paid as much as these other people. It's crazy because, again, it's not because of talent. It's not because of talent. It's because of racism. You know, at the end of the day, it falls back on that. So I just feel like, and one thing I also didn't really like about that clip that I saw of her is that what I want her to understand, and so many other light-skinned people, not just light-skinned black women, but like light-skinned people, do not apologize for being a lighter skinned person. Do not apologize for being light skinned. Do not apologize for being white, Asian, whatever. That is not something you should apologize for. That is not something that needs to get an apology. Be confident in your skin. This is a whole bigger issue than just you. You know what I mean? That's not something to apologize. I just didn't like that. You know what I mean? Like, you're a beautiful girl. Don't apologize for that. You know what I mean? Like, that's not something you just apologize. I just want to say that, to her and to everybody else. Love your skin. No matter how you look, your skin tone, your weight, anything like that, who you are, your orientations, your race, or whatever. Do not ever apologize for that, because that, a lot of the times, is your biggest strength. Be proud of that. Love that, and that's, I really wanted to leave this video off with, I want everybody to not love yourself. You know what I mean? Don't apologize for that, because again, with a lot of this stuff, it's not necessarily your fault. It's a bigger scheme. It's in a bigger scheme of things, so you not taking that role or something like that, it's not going to do anything, because again, they're just going to cast somebody else or something like that. Love yourself inside and out is what I want to tell. I want to leave this video with telling all of you ladies that love yourself. Men too, love yourself. You are great. You are awesome. You are everything. Love yourself. Do not be ashamed of who you are. And that's all I got to say about this. I didn't like that apology. And she's now, every time I see her, Thandi, every time I see you, Thandi Newton, I'm squinting my eyes because I did not like the words you chose. That was mad disrespectful. It was an eye roll. And you ain't stealing nothing. I want all of these. Listen. I want each and every one of these girls to understand that you ain't stealing nothing from me, boo. Remember that. I didn't like that. But at the same time, don't be ashamed of or hate who you are. Love yourself. That's all I got to say on this. All right, guys, we are finally at the end of this video. Finally, right? Hopefully that's not how you feel. Hopefully you actually like this video. This is only the first installment, so it's only going to get better. And I'm going to, this is also my first video on YouTube. So please understand if this is not the quality that you want it to be and stuff like that. Please understand I'm really new to this stuff and I'm trying to get it all set up and everything. I'm trying to get better. And with each video, I'm going to get better. So remember to subscribe, because I'm going to coming out with more of these bangers and everything. I actually have a video idea that I'm going to be posting up very, very soon. It's going to be an unpopular opinion video. So if you're into that, please hit the bell notification so you will be the first to watch that, okay? Also, remember to like this video and also comment down below. I want to know your guys' opinion about this whole Thandi Newton apology. How did you take it? Do you think she came from a genuine point or not, And while you're there, hey, comment down below about all my other stuff that I talk about. Do you think Riri's fashion is great? How do you feel about this whole Nick Cannon impregnating these women? What did you think about the Dababy's fight? This whole co-parenting weirdness that Van Jones and Anderson Cooper, who are doing it with separate people, are doing. How do you feel about that? Comment down below about all of that stuff, okay? Also, please like this. This is your second reminder to like this video and also to subscribe, okay? I'm going to keep saying it till you guys do it, because I want this channel to thrive, because I have so many ideas, I am the type of girl who's going to be making more of these, let me talk my ish little podcast episodes talking about celebrities. I'm going to be making videos unpopular opinions videos about everything, like unpopular opinions black edition, just normal unpopular opinions dedicated to celebrities, like one celebrity, you guys tell me the celebrity and I will come up with my unpopular opinions about those people, so it's a lot of that. I also do movie and TV show reviews. I have a couple of TV shows that I have in mind that I'm going to do reviews about. There's actually one that I just finished watching, and I'm going to make a video about it as well. So I have a lot in store. If any of that is up your alley, come back, guys. I want you guys to come back. It's going to only get better. I also have a TikTok, which is the same name as my YouTube channel, Unapologetically Just Me TV, okay, on TikTok. Follow me there, okay, guys? Yeah, I'm so excited. I've always wanted to make a YouTube channel, so that's why I made this. And I'm really dedicated to this, so you will see a lot of videos coming up. I'm going to really try and be consistent and, try and upload at least one video a week. You're going to see a lot. You're going to hear a lot of this voice, so get ready, guys. And that's it. Honestly, I ain't got nothing else to tell you guys, okay? So have a wonderful day. Thank you for watching this video. I really appreciate it. Hey, even if it's just one person watching this video, I am going to be happy, okay? I make this content so you guys can laugh and giggle. These are things that I already talk about. So I was like, why don't I just make videos about it? See if there's like-minded people out there who just feel the same way. Even if you don't feel the same way, let's hash that out in the comment section. This is a space for anybody. You tell me your opinions, I'm going to tell you my opinions. It's all in love, baby, and it's all in entertainment based, okay? None of this is supposed to be taken to heart. Don't take this literally or anything like that. It's just my opinions. We're just talking, we're just giggling, we're just talking our ish. Have a wonderful day, you guys. Bye.